And UP, things are looking good for UP.
That's right. The second set, we of course mentioned how their reception and defense has helped them in the first set. What's good is that they were able to really maintain that same level of defense and reception here in the second set. In fact, it's a much even better game here for the UP Lady Maroons. More plays were also executed. On the other hand, for the Lady Warriors, still couldn't find their groove, although they improved. As you take a look at the second set statistics in terms of attacks, mas mataas na ngayon with about 8 points here for the Lady Warriors, 9 for the Lady Maroons. But if you look at what the problem was for the Lady Warriors, looking at the service aces, UP actually scored 4 points from that. So medyo nakikita natin na weak in terms of reception. And one thing that we mentioned over and over, from the unforced errors, I'm thinking marami dyan galing sa service errors for the Lady Warriors.
That's right, and the challenge right now for the Lady Warriors. Well, earlier today at Mora Lorenzo football field, the AP men's football season 75 opened, and Ateneo de Manila took on UE again at the Moro Lorenzo. Football has become very popular, and I'm sure a lot of people looking forward to this season 75. And Ateneo kicks it off versus UE for more, football action. You should check out the schedules and try to catch a game. But again, it's nice because a lot of sports are now gaining popularity. Volleyball, of course, we're happy we're here, but also football. So the fans should check out all these other sports. I was saying earlier, and the challenge of UE right now, obviously Coach Boy knows that they can play better, and the players, they just have to forget and try not to be too tentative, as you were saying, and the errors, minimize the errors. They're a good reception.
Oh, another violation for, well, actually, a first violation here for UP. That was Se.
That's right, and Dow is being more aggressive, which is a good sign. UE leading 2-0.
Well, UE, of course, it's their last chance if they do want to extend this match and, possibly even win it.
That's right, but as you said that, Ong heard you and said, I don't want to extend it to a fourth or a fifth set.
What they want is to start this season with a win again, ending that losing streak that they've had since February 5, 2011.
That's right, and sad to say about the winless season for them. But we heard a lot of stories from or about UP and their rebuilding program right now. So things are looking well for UP.
And we've seen a lot of teams that went through the rebuilding phase. Like one team would be Ateneo, diba?
Oh, yeah.
When they started all rookies, and look at where they are now.
Finalists already.
Always making an appearance at the finals.
Well, a good rally we're having here. Nebrida
asking for a touch. No call made by our our referees.
Well, that spike actually looked really wide. And if you were Nebrida, you have to put a little more power to it. Obviously, parang, she's just directing it to a certain target. But you have to really try to hit it.
And it lacked risk action, so that the ball would go down.
That's right. There again.
Because she was underneath the ball, and the only way for the ball to go within the court, talaga, if you give it that spin, so that the ball will go down.
That's right.
At one point.
That's hitting 101 from Anne Remulla.
Ganun lang si Noreen dun dati.
Nah. Ako yung nasa ilalim ng bola. Another substitution for Coach Boy. Nebrida gets the rest. Wow!
Oh, look at this. Girls really trying to save the ball.
That was Geyser, the libero of UP, with a good attempt. Really straight. Just wish she was a bit taller there.
A bit more length.
That was Stu with a hitting error. So far, UP in this set committing a couple of errors on their end. UP finding themselves ahead 5-3.
Of course, for UP, they cannot relax. But for UE, they have to take advantage of this third set. And all the errors also being committed by UP.
And Coach Gerald does not want to increase this momentum or give more momentum to this UE squad. Bringing in Tiamzon.
You have the same name. Her name is Nicole Ann.
Wow.
Exact same spelling.
So you have to have a soft spot for her.
You have the same name, of course. Well, let's see UE now pulling away.
Well, this is Dawis. Oh, good serve. Del Mundo. That was Mangulabnan hitting it off, a check ball off UE, and we'd like to turn it over to Kat Salo from the UE side. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Noreen and Ann. The UE Lady Warriors seem to have gotten back their aggressiveness that they left on the bench, with Coach Boyce threatening and saying to them, kung boxing ito, sipa kayo ng sipa, but ayaw nyo sumuntok. Masyado mabigat ang movement ng Warriors on the court in that last set, as if ayaw nila gumalaw, and Coach asked them the challenge of, do you really want to play? That center zone continued to be a problem, but Coach also pointed out something that I will continue after the break. Noreen?
Well, this is your Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.